Okay, well, looks like everybody's trying to build up the roster. Okay, I talked about in the previous segment how, the Democrats don't have a roster, they don't have a team set up. Well, I might have to shut up for a little bit. I'm going to tell you why. Because it looks like right now, and this just came out today, ranking Democrats. Here's who the party could nominate next as president. Now, I want to be clear on this. There's some posts on social media that saying that AOC is considering running in 2028. Until we actually get some solid stuff here, let's just say hold on that, pause on that, okay? Because this is all breaking, so this story's still developing. We might know more Monday or next week or maybe next year, because holiday season, all November, going into December, January, February, all that kind of stuff, right? But ranking Democrats, and this is an article from The Hill, so I think people are kind of taking this a little bit out of context. But let's talk about the fact of who they could have, and one of them is none other than AOC. 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 So AOC potentially on the list. No, she's not on top. She's on the bottom. Get your mind out the gutter. Hey. Get your minds out the gutter, okay? So, there you go. But it looks like, hey, this could be the case. This could be the case. So I want to pull up this article here from The Hill because this seems to be gaining a lot of traction from a lot of people on social media. So I think it's only fair that we talk about it. See, this is why you should tune in to Hard Lens Media and hit that like button all the time, every time. But all right, this is an article from The Hill, and boy, I paused that at the wrong time. Kamala looks haggard in it. Oh man, she really does look haggard. Ranking the Democrats, here's who the party could nominate next as president. All right, so Democrats are licking their wounds after Vice President Harris's defeat to President-elect Donald Trump, but are looking toward who might lead their party in a 2028 presidential contest. The fight that looks wide, it's a fight that looks wide open. Ugh, spreading that eagle, eh? So who do they have? Who do they have rostered up? First one on the list, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Really, her? You know what? Hey, if people want to be stupid, fine. If they want to go full R, let them go full R, okay? Kamala Harris, Democrats have not been putting the blame on Harris for the defeat, at least for the most part. No, you should put it on Biden and Harris and their 4 years of incompetence. It is Vice President who dropped out of the race in July and endorses Vice President who has received the lion's share of criticism. Well, yeah, because he was being pushed out when he really should have been a one-term president. So there you go. They're putting it in. Now, hey, people of California, Gavin Newsom, that cheap dime store version of a vampire. People of California, how would you do you want to warn the American people about your governor? Don't hold back. No, seriously, please. Don't hold back. Anything that's in here is stuff that we haven't already called them out. Oh, Gretchen Whitmer, Michigan governor. Gretchen Whitmer has long been seen as a strong potential presidential candidate. There are some Democrats who wish there had been a more open contest for the nomination this cycle. Oh, so now you wanted a primary. You had Marianne Williamson. You had Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You had Representative Dean Phillips. And yes, you even had Fat Tony Cenk Uygur himself. But no, you chose to keep old man Biden. Goof troops all around. You have Josh Shapiro, Pennsylvania governor. People in the great state of Pennsylvania. How do you feel about Governor Josh Shapiro? Do you want to warn the audience? Don't hold back. No such thing as a wrong answer. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro emerged from the Democrats' loss of the White House in a stronger position, even with Harris losing his state. Oh, terrible. He was widely seen as the second choice to be Harris' vice presidential candidate after Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, and there will be questions going forward over whether he might have made a difference in the blue wall states. Well, no, he would not have, okay? I have nothing nice to say about the Skaven in human form, Pete Buttigieg. Hey, folks, this is the guy who's in charge of our transportation. How do you feel about Pete Buttigieg being in charge of the country after how he's been handling the roads and the bridges, the planes, trains, and automobiles? Type 1 for, I feel perfectly safe getting on a train and an airplane, or getting on a bridge or a road and it not collapsing or blowing up or falling apart. I feel perfectly fine. Type 2, that man needs to stay far away from any position of power. I wonder how many twos will be in the chat. Again, this guy. All right, Governor J.B. Pritzker. I'm going to go with no, absolutely not. Okay. I could say some nice things about J.B. Pritzker, but the same J.B. Pritzker who's helped facilitate, sanctuary cities, or again, especially here in Chicago, same J.B. Pritzker who's right now being antagonistic towards the Trump administration. And this is the same J.B. Pritzker who is also a participant and well player in the Democrat machine here in Illinois. So, as somebody who has dealt with the Democrat machine, not only for my lifetime, but my entire family's lifetime, Pritzker is somebody who should stay away. Now, yes, he does have some legislative achievements, but there's also the fact that Illinois is facing a situation that is people are leaving the state. And then finally, the piece de resistance. AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. When Democrats talk about the future of the party, the 35-year-old New York Congresswoman name always bubbles to the top. Ugh. Hey, do dissidents. Hey, Jose Vega. You got some work to do, buddies. You got to do that sit-down interview. Keaton Russell, boot up, suit up. You might have to be nice to AOC now. Jose Vega, don't interrupt her events anymore. She could become president, and next thing you know, you get knocked from the Secret Service. Democrats have long been impressed. Really? Democrats have long been impressed with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's ability to cut through the BS and tell it like it is. The second Democratic strategist said, "Whoa, when did that happen? When did that happen?" Democrats have been impressed with AOC? I thought they didn't like her. Hold on. You know what? That's a lie. You know what I think about a lie like that?
And here's what I think about it.
Exactly. Whoever wrote this, they're taking the notes from Van Jones.
I don't know anything about politics.
Exactly. Goofy. I'm gonna be putting all that stuff on the soundboard there, but what the hell? She's somebody who could cut through the noise and doesn't talk like Washington. Democrats say Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez could be a magnet for young voters and would have little trouble using social media, podcasts, and other online tools as she's been doing since she was elected to Congress in 2018. No. That's a lie. She's going on corporate podcasts. She's going on corporate media. Just remember, we did a segment where AOC was asking people, hey, I know some of my voters voted for Donald Trump and then me. What podcast do you listen to? I want to listen to too. She's making a list. She's checking it twice. Find out it's going to be deplatformed or not. That's what's going to happen. You know what I got to say? If she truly has no problem going on podcasts, go back on the Jimmy Dore Show. Come on to Heartlands Media. Go to the Joe Rogan Show. Go on to Do Dissidents or RBN or INN. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Going on podcasts. Never mind. See, I got to calm down. Also, I'm going to get angry. While Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was once aligned with progressives, including Senator Bernie Sanders, she has since backed more centrist candidates. Always has been. Still, some Democrats say she still represents a more left wing of the party to some voters, something that could hurt her if she pursues higher office. She and the squad started pushing too hard, too fast, the first strategist said. DC doesn't work that way. No, they haven't even fought at all. What are they fought for? And our party doesn't work that way. We need to get back to basics. So AOC actually had a message. Here, I want to play this. Tell me. Does this sound like a reasonable person who should be a nominee? Because I don't know what she's saying.
We are about to enter a political period that will have consequences for the rest of our lives. We cannot give up. We now find ourselves in a time in history that has precedent, and we find ourselves, I believe, in a time where there are let's say, peers in history of mass movements of people that mobilize to protect one another in times of fascism.
Always about fascism. It's always about fascism. Always about fascism. Are you going to talk about how Biden and his administration censored a lot of people? Or how he also helped contribute to the pain and suffering for one Julian Assange? We're going to talk about the fact that we are in pointless wars because it's easy to project that stuff. See, I paused at the perfect time too because you got a resting sad face right here. Like, ugh, I know I'm a corporate sellout.
And authoritarianism. And this is the era that we are poised to enter. Donald Trump has talked about turning the military on US citizens that he deems his domestic political enemies. Authoritarians.
He didn't say that. Again, like, this whole idea is somehow you're going to get a knock from the military. Oh, hey, did you post something on Twitter? Get arrested right now. FBI, open up.
And people that he affiliates closely with and strongmen abroad in regimes like that, it is not uncommon to jail political dissidents or legislative opponents. This is the world that we very realistically may be entering.
Madness and stupidity. I want to pull up something here, and I'm gonna have to mute it because it's copyright music. But I want to share this with you guys because politicians can be rewarded heavily, heavily, heavily for their loyalty and following orders. So it's only 34 seconds, but try not to punch your screen. 2015, 20K. Okay, 29. 2018, 120K. 2019, 400K. 2020, 900K. Whoa, get it, girl. Woo. 2021, 1.1 million. 22, 1.4 million. 1.8 million 2023. Uh-huh. And 2024. Ooh. That's a whopping $2 million. Okay? $2 million. So I want to ask you guys this question. Because it seems to me that the Democrats are trying to put together a team, an Avengers-style team for maybe the next primary in 2028. Because guess what, folks? There's going to be elections. There's going to be elections. There's going to be elections. How do you feel about this current roster, especially AOC being on it? Type 1 for Kit. This is going to inspire me to be ready to vote. And you know what? I think AOC is my leader. Type 2, man. No, man. I ain't gonna be suckered in with the post with the duopoly. Break away. I'm post duopoly. Again, how do all of you feel? How do all of you feel? I don't know. Sometimes it's stuff like this where I really have to ask myself. I sometimes pondering myself, asking questions or saying things out loud. What do you think, AOC?
Look at that big ass. Look at that big juicy booty.
Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that kind of an answer, but okay. AOC running in 2028. Type your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, again, possible running. All right. Because the Democrats are going to get desperate here. They just can't be hauling out Hill Dog. They can't haul out Kamala again. Those two suck. They're losers. Bad brand. Bad product. Is AOC next? We'll see. Because even old man Bernie, he don't got a lot of gas left in that tank either. Democrats, seriously, if you want to be taken with respect, change your reckless ways. Otherwise, no, they can't do it. Democrats can never change.